Hello, in this video I will be talking about Algebra 1's U.2, solve the system of equations by graphing. If you are not strong with graphing, I suggest you watch the other video, Algebra 1 S.7, graphing equations using slope-intercept form. First thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on one equation at a time. I see y equals x minus 2. I know that my y-intercept is -2. So what that means is at -2 it intercepts the y-axis. So there is our first point. Our slope is 1x. So if it's 1, rise over run, if you prefer that term. The way I think of it is you go up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. Okay, so you're rising 1, running over to the right 2. And there is y equals x minus 2. Next equation is y equals 2x plus 2. My y-intercept is positive 2, so on the y-axis I start at 0, 2. And my slope is 2x, or 2 over 1. So the numerator of the fraction means you go up 2, and the denominator means you go to the right 1. So 1, 2, 1. So rise 2, run 1. And here are my graphs. Now, it says the solution of a system of equations by graphing is where they intersect, where they cross. So here I see I'm at -4, -6. So my answer is -4, -6. Next question. Solve the system of equations by graphing. Graph each equation. Then type the solution. So we have y equals x plus 6. I see that the y-intercept is positive 6. So that's where it crosses the y-axis. And my slope is 1. So 1 as a fraction is 1 over 1. That means I go up 1, right 1. Here is y equals x plus 6. My next equation, y equals -x. There is no y-intercept. There's nothing after the x. So that means it's 0 because it doesn't exist. So 0 on the y-axis is at the origin, 0, 0. I see that my slope is a -x, which means a -1 over 1. The numerator, the top number of the fraction, tells you to go up or down. Because it's a -1, you go down 1. And then the bottom number, the denominator, always tells you to go to the right. So I go down 1, right 1. If you notice, the green line is going downward in a negative direction. That makes sense because our slope is negative. The solution, where do they cross? They cross at -3, 3. So our answer is -3, 3. Remember, the first number is always your x value. So we look at the horizontal line here, the x-axis, and then we look at the vertical axis, which is 3. So we have -3, 3. So our next question. We have x minus 7 equals 7. This means that we do not have y-intercept form. You need to turn it into y-intercept form. The easiest way I think to do this would be to get the y positive. So I can add the y over. So we would have x equals 7 plus y. But we want y by itself, so I subtract 7. So I would actually have x minus 7 equals y. X minus 7, -7 is the y-intercept. And the slope is x, so I go up 1 over 1. Because the slope is just 1x, or 1 over 1x. Second equation, we have y equals -8x plus 2. We start with 2 on the y-axis. And now we have negative 8 over 1 as our slope. So that negative 8 means I'd go down 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and over 1. Our solution is 1, negative 6. The two graphs cross at 1, negative 6. So it's very important that you turn this into y equals x minus 7. Okay? So this is a one-step equation that you would need to solve for y. So make sure you do that properly first. Check your answer, and we're good. Okay? This question, y equals 4x. We don't have a y-intercept. We start at 0, 0. Our slope is 4, or 4 over 1. So if we're talking about fractions, 4 over 1, the top number means up or down. It's a positive, so we go up 4. And then the bottom number is always to the right, so we go right 1. Up 4, right 1. Next equation is y equals 4. So our y-intercept is 4. And we don't have a slope. So our slope is 0. So it just stays at y equals 4. Straight line, straight horizontal line at 4 on the y-axis. And our solution is 1, 4. That's all the examples I'm going to do for this video. Good luck.